Hey everyone, it's James at geometriccharts.com. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin BTC USD on the Bitfinex exchange, about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, September 12th. So today's analysis, I'm going to go over what I'm anticipating to happen over the next few days and possibly into the weekend, depending on if I can get the Friday video out or not. I'm going on vacation for the weekend, so that video may or may not be there. If it is, it's going to be significantly earlier in the day. But what I can say after I say the quick disclaimer that this is not investment advice is that I still anticipate further downside. I'm sure many of you are surprised, like, wow, when did you change? But, so anyways, I'm anticipating more downside for Bitcoin. We are working some pressure here in Bitcoin. You can clearly see that. Now we're kind of forming this asymmetrical or the symmetrical triangle right here. More than likely, it'll pop, create a little pop to the upside. And then from there, again, I'm thinking that we are going to head down. Where we head down, I'm guessing we are going to undercut the 5750 bottom. That's why I have it marked here. This is the bottom. We're not far away from it. This, although is a triangle, this could potentially be a bull flag, whichever way you want to slice and dice it. At the end of the day, it is a consolidation. And the way I view these, right, sometimes there are patterns that can form. One thing I've known that Bitcoin's notorious for is creating bear flags, not bull flags. So what I would anticipate from this consolidation is that we are building energy, right? Anytime there's a coil, this is a coil. We can put a pattern on it, call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, it is a consolidation of energy, of buying and selling action. You can see how tense it is, even though there's some wild swings quickly negated, but you can see all the pressure, right? And if you tilt your head to the right about maybe 20, 30 degrees, you can see where the sellers clearly are, and you can see where the buyers clearly are. And there is a current battle between them both. So what I'm anticipating from this energy is it to be expended downward like the alts have. The alts have continued to slide down. During this little pop, they started to follow Bitcoin. Again, I'm anticipating a further drop. The question is, how does price react to 5750? I think we're going to go under 5750 in the long term. Where we settle, I don't know quite yet, but I would look for about the mid to low 5,000 range for a potential area for price to settle. If it does not, and we zoom through the fives, I think we could easily see about the 4,400 area, somewhere right around that area. But if Bitcoin magically makes a crazy turnaround and pops above about 6,600 now, I would say, just due to the projection, I would say probably around this zone. If it's able to bust above that, that would change my perspective on what is occurring in Bitcoin. And instead, I would think that maybe we're just forming a bigger base from this zone and going to continue higher. But if we do continue downward and break below 5750, we then put in another lower low. So then we have a series of lower highs and lower lows. So that is currently what I'm just waiting for it to unfold, just patiently waiting, and we'll see what happens. But again, at the end of the day, like I've said in my prior videos, I'm a short-term bear. I'm a long-term bear until something dramatically changes in this market. Another thing I've noticed here, once again, is just the volume coming in, going out, coming in, going out. Kind of hovering somewhere between like 3.6 to about 4 billion in 24-hour volume, which is a ton of money. Do not get me wrong. There's a ton of money being traded in Bitcoin. It's not that I think Bitcoin's going to zero, but I think there's a higher probability of downside versus upside. Again, I've never seen really any asset just form a drop and then immediately turn back around. There's typically multiple waves to things, and I would expect more downside before there is more upside. So just waiting to kind of see how that all unfolds. But hopefully that answers what everyone's kind of looking for. I'm sure everyone knew that I was going to open bearish on this. It's just, that's just the facts of this market across the board. even the alts are deteriorating, and a lot of them are breaking to new lows, meaning a lot of them have already broken this low. So I think it's only a matter of time before Bitcoin does. Typically the way this works out, I talked about in my prior videos, for anyone watching, that as Bitcoin started progressing higher, the alts started to drop off a cliff, and shortly Bitcoin followed thereafter. The alts are falling off a cliff. Bitcoin's trying to hold up, but I think it's going to follow shortly as well. So again, I'll try to get out the Friday video if I can, but I might not be able to, depending on how pressed I am for time. And if not, I'll talk to everybody on Monday. I highly doubt in the next 2 days something dramatic is going to happen to where it's going to change my analysis. The big thing I'm looking for is how does price react to 57.50. So if you do like the video, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. I'm hoping I can change it up in the future and we can start talking bullish about this thing. But as of now, there's just more money to be made on the downside than there is the upside, because the drops are becoming more and more violent as price is being pumped up. And I think that's just due to the shuffling of volume. And as that money's coming in, it's immediately being retracted and then handed off to unfortunate, retail traders that don't know any better, and they're getting caught up in the hype that this thing's going to the moon and blah, blah, blah. So, but anyways, that's it for tonight. I'll see you Friday. If not, I'll talk to everybody on Monday. Hope you have a great night, great day, depending on where you are in the world. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your support. Hope you have a great weekend if I do not talk to you.